This is the rig I like to use on the river. It's a Combi-rig, so I've got a stiff mono boom. Actually a £50 braking strain, that boom. It's got a fused loop on each end. The supple part's strong as well. It's £55 the supple part, down to a size 2 hook, and it's 22mm bottom bait, 18mm pop up. And I'm going to show you how I tie my Combi-rigs up. One of my favourite rigs I use quite a lot is the Combi-rig with a stiff boom and a supple section. I like to use them, especially on these the rivers where there's a lot of chub, a lot of bream, and they're always trying to pinch your bait. So I want something that's not going to tangle as the small fish are pesting around with your bait. And yeah, I'm going to show you how I make it. This one's a £50 boom section. It's got a fused loop either side. The guys at Gemini Tackle made these for me. They made extra strong ones for us. The supple section still has to be really strong, and I'm using this £50 braided shot leader from the supple section. I'll show you how I tie it. So I'm using it multi-rig style. So on the loop, on the boom section, pass through the supple part. Just a grinner knot. I use a grinner knot for virtually all my knots. We're one of the toughest knots out there. Probably do about a 5-turn grinner. Bit of saliva on it. Pull it up nice and tight. Use one of my tools to make sure I can pull it nice and tight. Yep. Trim that tag end. So what I got now, I've got the boom section and a supple section. So what I tie, I'm using a multi-rig, I want to tie a big loop into the supple section. And the best way I do this is by a figure-of-8 loop knot. So I've got a big old loop. I'm getting as close to the boom section as I can. Figure-of-8. Again, it's probably the strongest loop knot you can use, the figure-of-8. Bit of saliva on it. Just make sure it all pulls together real nice and neat. The middle tool, I'll pull it real tight. That's perfect. It's going nowhere, that. Trim the tag end. There we go. So we've got the boom section and we've got the supple section. All done, all ready to rock. So I'm going to put a hook on it. Now, first of all, we put the liner or the hook kicker on. I use these because I'm using size 1, size 2 hooks. I need a pretty big one, so I'm using these extra large ones, the Nash ones. Then I slide it onto the supple bit. Hook, I'm using a size 2 brute. I've used them or used the ones from Decathlon. Thread the loop through the eye of the hook. The bait I made earlier on, it's just tied onto a swivel. That's a rock hard 20mm bottom bait, 80mm pop up. The supple section goes through the eye of the swivel. So they're all just sit like that at the moment. And the loop goes over the point of the hook. that. Put the bait where you want it. I like the bait to be sat just underneath the bend, just underneath the bend of the hook. And then the liner, hook kicker, secures it all in place. Just push it over the eye of the hook, and there we have it. So we've got the boom section, a supple part, and it's about 14 inches long, that, which is perfect for me. What I do like to do is put a little bit of heavy metal, bit of putty, using this old Christing stuff. I don't even know if they still make that. So where I've made the knot from a supple part, I'll just put a little bit of putty on it. It just helps it sit on the bottom real nice. There we go, perfect. And on the boom section for the loop, I'm attaching it to my main line on my snag leader. I use these hybrid lead clips from Carp. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I'm using that 10-ounce leads, 12-ounce leads. You want something what's going to not fail, and because the swivel part is moulded into the lead clip, it never ever lets you down. Yeah, so it's just a case of putting the loop of the boom on like that, and I've got a little bit of silicone tubing, just pushes up, just make sure it doesn't come out. There we go, lovely. That is a great hook link.